Good afternoon, gentlemen. I hope you're well. In this video, we're talking about what you do when you're yield farming and you go out of range. So this is something when you're yield farming on a concentrated pool, so you've got a percentage-based sort of range. You tend to go out of range at some point. Nothing really stays in range forever. And that's fine, and we do yield farm for that. Tighter the range, the more money you make, hence the risk you take by going out of range. Now, going out of range, like this one, Radium Solana, doesn't necessarily mean you're losing money. Actually, I'm making money by this going out of range. However, I'm not earning any yield. So what I want you to do first thing is to leave it for 24 hours unless it's continuing to fall. So radium's on a rise, hence why it's gone out of range, swapped it all into Solana. However, Solana's going up as well, so that's fine. I'll also track what else I'm looking at and what I'm doing. If everything is in free fall, like the market is really bearish, I wouldn't wait 24 hours, I would swap instantly. I would swap it to dollars and then wait till it's an open position to actually buy in. Now, the second thing you need to be aware of is your range is too small. If I'm going out of range, my range has been too small. If this has happened within, I don't know, let's say 3, 4 days, then I'm certainly made a mistake. This one has been in range for like, oh, I think over 2 weeks now. I made it, I've left it, and it hasn't gone. Most of these actually, some of them are newer pools, have been in range for over a week. Now this one, happy days, we've gone out of range. I think I put $100. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it for 24 hours. Then I'm going to assess how far is radium going to go up. I didn't look at it as radium's going to go up 30% positioned with Solana. I didn't see that happening. I thought they'd move together, but I've learned something. Radium is more volatile than Solana. Pegging it is obviously going to have some upside. So I done a 15% range. So I need to learn if I'm farming these two together and I want to farm them long term, I need to make sure I have more than 15% to stop it going out of range so quickly. This has been over a week. I'm happy with it. I've done very well with it, even though it's such a small balance. But you need to learn from every position. So the number one thing you should do before you go out of range is even before you make the pool, you need to know what are the ranges that typically move together. I'll give you an example. If we go to like Dex Screener and we type in, let's say we're farming two meme coins together. Let's go with an older coin. And what you want is probably the ones with most volume. You can see here the price movement on these, and you can do this with any coin. If you're farming them together, so this one's moved 2%, this one's moved 5%. So I typically times that by 10 and say, look, that should be a 50% range each way. Yeah. And these ones, you're better off doing full range if you were doing these together, because that's a pretty much a 20% price movement. And you can't yield farm with that amount. You're better off pairing it with Solana. Again, if you've got a price movement on Radium, which is in a month has moved 60%, actually, I should really be doing 50-50 each way because in a month I want to yield farm it as long as possible. If you're yield farming something, I would say for 2 weeks and it's going out of range, your range is too small. That's the point I'm trying to make. So you can see here, Frog Solana, I put full range. Frog Muden, I put full range. And also with Orca Solana, it's probably same as Radium. I'll probably have to, at some point, make that a larger range. And I'm happy with Wrap Solana and, sorry, Wrapped Ethereum, Wrapped Bitcoin and Wrapped Solana tend to move together. But these ones don't move together as strongly. They seem to have a bit of a difference. Same with Graphane Zerebro. It's 20% each way, I believe, or 25% each way. That's even small. That's been about 3, 4 days. Oh, that's $3 in there, so it doesn't really count. But that was just some money, like the yield I had left over, and I just stuck it in there as an experiment. So keep an eye on it. Number one, just to recap, is leave it for 24 hours if you're happy with it going out of range on the upside. If it's on the downside, obviously you need to rebalance it, but you must fix the problem before it actually happens. That's the main thing. Wider ranges, because this game is about staying in range, even if the price drops. So this balance, this wallet has $4,000. If it goes to $2,000 and I'm still in range, I will leave it. Because eventually, if it does go up, I'll be accumulating a lot more while the price is cheaper. And that's the problem with yield farmers. You want to say, okay, I'm earning X amount per day and it's never going to go down. You have to take the downside. It will happen. It does happen. You will go out of range. The prices will drop. You need to be prepared for it. So prep your portfolio to do that rather than having it in a situation where you're trying to do a 5 or 3% each way and then you cry when it goes out of range. You know what's going to happen. Prolong it as long as possible and keep it in range. Ideally, you want to aim for over a month. I hope this video has helped you. All the best and take care.